Good morning, welcome. We have introduced the minimum spanning tree algorithms and the shortest path algorithms. In the programming project, you are going to use the minimum spanning tree algorithm to find the minimum spanning tree. Today, I'm going to give you another project, and this project, I'm going to do it in class with you, is to apply the shortest path algorithm to find the shortest path. So here, I'm going to show you the programming project. It is not assigned to you, so we're going to work together in the class. And you can use this as a reference, as a help, and for your minimum spanning tree programming project. All right, I'm going to open this now. I'll find this programming project. All right, so here's the one assigned to you, and this is to find a minimum spanning tree. And I'm going to go to this website. I'm going to open this now. Okay, let's reshare the screen. So this is a Word file. I'm going to reshare the screen and just share the Word file now. So let's do this. Reshare the screen now. Share the Word file. Okay, so now this Word file is shared. So this is the one assigned to you, Chapter 29, Programming Project 1. And the second one, I'm going to look at it, is this. So here is, this is the one, let's enlarge it. All right, is to find shortest path. Programming project 2. Write a program that reads a connected graph from the console. The graph is represented in the same format as specified in this preceding programming project. So this is going to be the same format. Your program should prompt the user to enter the number of vertices, the edges, and then 2 vertices. So here, enter the number of vertices, 6, for example. The number of vertices is 6. Enter the triplets in one line. So this is the triplets, and here is, this is each triplet has 3 numbers. So the first 2 numbers, it's the vertices from 0 to 1, and this is the weight on the edge. Enter. So now I'm going to enter 2 vertices, 0, 1. So you're going to get the shortest path from 0, 1. So here, a shortest path from 0, 1 is this, 0, 2, 4, 3, 1. All right, so we also display and print all this, the graph, the vertices and edges. So this is all the 6 vertices and all edges. So this is the graph. Yes.
Are we doing exercise chapter 29, 04 or 05? Because on the homework it was 04.
Yeah, that's the one you're gonna do it in the homework here.
Okay.
So this is assigned to you, program project 1. And this program project 2 is not assigned to you. And we're gonna work it together in the class.
Okay.
So this is serve as just reference and help, and for you to finish the assigned programming project.
Got it. Thank you.
All right. So here, we're gonna look at this, for example. So here's the graph. So what is the shortest path from 0 to 1? Now the shortest path, it's actually what we have. It's 0 to, I think 0 2 4 3 1. So this is the shortest path from 0 to 1. So look at this path, this direct path from 0 to 1, and that width is 100. So that's not the shortest. So the shortest is this: 0 2 4 3 1. All right, you see here, and you apply the algorithm, and you're gonna find the correct result. Okay, this is gonna be shortest width, the path. All right, so we're going to now write the code. How do we do this? All right, so and you can look at the the template here. So please read this very carefully. Read everything. So you're gonna see this as a use the template. This will save you a lot of time. So this is where give you. Yeah, so this one here, you're going to use the template. I need to follow the template to get the correct grade. And so you're gonna use the template. You're gonna get all the output to match the grading. All right, so I'm gonna go open this. I'm gonna open this now. Okay. I'm going to open this text file now. So I'm going to open this text file. It's right here. And so if I'm going to go to open it, and this is the one. Let's do this now. I'm going to share the entire screen now. So let's do this now. Let's share the entire screen now. All right, so I'm going to reshare the entire screen. It's not reshare the entire screen. All right, so now you see my entire screen here, and this is the copy. The link is copied to this, the URL, and to the browser here. So this is the one here. So I have this is the weighted graph, extends unweighted graph. So you have to also copy the unweighted graph here and implements graph. So you have to also copy graph. So please note that, and we also have to copy the weighted age. So this is all given to you. So you follow the template, you don't miss any files. So here, and let's go down to this. So this is the age here is also copied. The interface graph is here. All right, so all this given to you now. You need to write the code. Is this part? It's this. This is the code you're gonna write. So here you can write this. The public class exercise 29_05 extra. So this is the one. So this is the only public class here in the entire file. So all the other, you don't put a public key. There's no public key. So this is the only one. So this for exercise 29_05 extra. We'll write the main method here. So the main method is already here through exception. And so this is helpful when you do this, get the input. All right. So you mess through the exception here. Well, let's do this. Actually, you probably don't need this. It doesn't hurt you. You have it through the exception here because we're doing all the console input now. I'm going to write this code here. So I'm going to, let's open something here. I'm going to open this. Open this, the hint page. I'm going all the way down to the last one here. All right, 29, programming project 2. So I'm going to click on this. Okay. Interesting here. Okay, just click on this now. So this is the entire code. I'm going to copy and paste. Let's go down to this right here. Copy and paste the ones I have here. So I'm going to copy and paste right here. Okay. All right. So we're going to write the code now. So you look at this, the sample run here. And so this is what you need. You have to enter the number of, prompt the user to enter the number of vertices. So that's the first thing you have to do now. And then display the input you just entered 6, the number of vertices is 6, and then enter the triplets in one line. Okay. All right. When we use the console input, so this is the integer, and you may use next int. So you create the scan object input, you use next int. But the problem is here is in the same program, you are going to use the, here is going to be the next line. So you're going to read all this in using next line. So next int and next line cannot be mixed in the same program. If you mix it, you're going to have issues. So this two input, they don't work together well. So next int, next double, and next boolean, or this is called the token-based input. So that behaves different from the line-based input. The line-based is the next line. So it's, you can have input dot next line. So that's line-based input. So we have to use consistently and use all the next line. So if we're going to use next line to get this line here for this input 6, and then we convert the string into the number, and you can use the parse int method for this. Convert the numeric string into a numeric value. So this is all this input. This is what we're going to do. So let's do this. I'm gonna just copy all this and put it right here as my reference. So I'm gonna write the code, and so I'm gonna see it here. This is all. So here, I'm just put it here and follow this to write the code. All right, so I'm gonna focus on this, share this. Let's share the entire thing, reshare it. So I'm gonna, so let's do this. Let's stop share and do a reshare. So I'm gonna reshare this part, just focus on this here. All right, so now we have this. We're gonna write the code for this. So we're gonna write the code now for this. All right, so let's see. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is just so don't change any code here. If it's already given to you, everything is here, and don't change things in your code here. It's you only write the code, and in this part here, write your code here. So if you make some changes, it may cause some issues. So I'm gonna just write the code here. So I'm gonna write the code here, and this is the code here. I'm gonna write here is the get input. So scanner new scanner system dot in. All right, so this should be fine because the scanner, I think it's, if you scroll it up here, you already see the java.ut, it's imported. So that's fine. We don't have to do anything. So this is scanner is already there. So this is fine. And now we're going to prompt the user to enter the number of vertices. So here, and this is system.out.print. All right, so this is the number of vertices. And now we're going to get this. So here, so please be careful here. Now, when you get this number of vertices, and we need to, so introduce this variable number of vertices. Okay, now if you do this next int, and you have a problem, so we cannot use next int, so we have to use next line. All right, so if you have this next line, you cannot assign this next line as a string into this int. We have to do a conversion. So the conversion, what you can do is integer dot pass int. You can write this and pass it into integer. Okay. All right, so next, we just print this line here. The number of vertices is 6 here. So here is this system.out.print line, and the number of vertices is the number of vertices. Okay. All right. Now we need to do this, enter the triplets in one line. So enter the triplets in one line. So we're going to do system.out.print. And so here is enter the triplets in one line. All right, to prompt the user to enter this. So now we're gonna enter. How do you enter this, all the triplets? How do you do this? We read the entire thing, just put it one line. So we're gonna do get this entire line. All right. So you're gonna get the entire line. So here, we're gonna have this is the string. So here is this is string. So this is entire line. All right, so you're gonna get input dot next line. So this is the entire line. You get all this triplets here, entire line, the triplets right here. Okay. All right. And now how are you gonna process this? Okay. So we're gonna use this regular expression. So this is very useful. You need to I just mentioned it a couple of times in the class. Again, you need to just go to look at the book, the appendix in the book to process regular expression. So if you do it regular expression in Java, you can do it in all the other languages. Very useful. It's basic skill, common task in programming. It's regular expression. When you write a program, you're going to process data, the numeric data and the text data. The text data, there's the way you process it. You're going to use regular expression to make things easy. So the regular expression, we're going to use regular expression to do this. Is we're going to get the triplets. The triplets are separated by the vertical bar, right? So we just split it. So we're going to have the string brackets. We get all the triplets. Get all the triplets. All right. Get all the triplets in an array of string. And using this line dot split. So line dot split. You're gonna split this by vertical bar. Okay, now so you cannot write this. Okay, this is not going to work. Just you have to use this notation here in the regular expression. We're gonna split it by this. The vertical bar is a special character, so you have to use this to denote it, and also we have to put the brackets here. So use this split it. Okay, so this will split it. Okay. All right. So when you do all this coding and do it incrementally, so now you're not sure if you're doing split right, and you can now just test it out and see if you get all this right. So by so writing some code here is just to print it out. So here you're gonna say here, I'm gonna print everything here. It's this is the string triplet in triplets, and let's just print it out. And system.out dot print line. So we're going to print each print line and print each triplet to see if we get it right. So we're going to do a test here. Okay, I think before I'm doing this, just you don't do it in this check exercise tool. You do it from ID, okay? So, but for me, and it's I'm just using this in the class. It's easy. So I'm gonna just to save it in case I'm gonna lose this. Okay, so I'm going to save this somewhere on my computer. So I'm gonna save it in a file somewhere. So in case I'm gonna lose it. All right. So when we do this input, I'm gonna copy and paste this. Oh yeah, already have the input 6. Okay, so this is fine. I already here. This is the input. So let me just compile and run. See if I get this print is right. Just compile and run. All right. See the triplets. So you enter this all this triplets here, and now triplets here in this line, one line. Okay, now you're getting this all this right here, all this here, all this here, all this here. So this is what you're getting now. So this is from the for loop. So that is it's good. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. You can for now you can leave it here, but eventually you need to comment it out. Okay. So you don't want something like becoming garbage and then print out. So we're gonna comment out later on. So now we know we're doing right to get the triplets. All right. So we need to this triplet information is to get the vertices and edges. Okay. So we know the vertices here is there's 6 vertices. So you enter the 6 vertices. And the vertices are labeled from 0 to 5 if it's a 6. So this is 6 because it's 6. Yeah. And the edges. So now how do you do this? I'm going to have this. We need to now to get all this edge information, and then we can create a graph, the weighted graph. Okay. So the so this is eventually what we need here is this weighted graph. So this is weighted graph here. The vertices are integers. So here is the graph, the weighted graph. So we're going to have this new weighted graph, and we're going to create it. And using this constructor, the constructor is the number of vertices. So this is going to be the number of vertices here, and all this edges, and edges is in this list of the edges. So this list, it's going to be a list. You're going to have to write this as the it's the you can have this array list of weighted age, and now this is the list. This is the list, and new array list, and yes, you can. It's an empty one, so you're gonna keep adding it into this. So we're gonna keep adding it. And how do we add this? Okay, for each triplet. So let's write the code here. All right, I'm gonna do this here. Just move it here. Okay, so I'm gonna use this for each triplet. For each triplet, so there's 3 parts. So the vertices, U, V, and the width, they are separated by a comma. So we're going to do a split again. And we're going to split it, this triplet. And here's the triplet. And we're going to split the triplet. Okay. So we're going to split the triplet into, let's see, we can have the triplet split into this, let's call it string tokens, 3 parts. Okay, let's separate into those 3 parts. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do this triplet and split by this comma. Okay, so the comma is not a special character, so you can have this, and you do not really need this. If you have it, that's fine. Actually, you can write it this way, but this should be fine. Okay, comma. We're going to split the comma. All right, so now this tokens has now 3 things. So this is going to be the vertices U, V, and the width. So we're going to get this int U, and it's integer dot. We're going to pass int and pass this int. Here's the tokens brackets 0 and trim. All right, this is very good practice. When you have this string, you process the string and trim it. Trim will get the both white space away. If you don't do it, sometimes it's okay, but it's always a good practice to do a trim. So here, the next one is V, so UV, and then you have the width. So width, okay, so let's call it W here. And width is a double here, double dot pass double. Here we have tokens brackets 2 and dot trim. All right, we got this 3, and now we're gonna add this new width edge U V W into the edge list. All right, in the same time, you have to do both directions and VU, because in the input here, we only have one side, 0, 1, 100, and we don't have the 1, 0, 100. You need to put both. All right, so we got this now, and we have this graph now. We can create this graph here now. The graph is now created. Okay. All right, so now we can enter, prompt the user to enter these 2 vertices. So let's do this, and system.out.print. So enter 2 vertices. Okay. All right. So now, and here is the 2 vertices. Okay, so read two vertices and int and v1. So we're gonna just copy the code here. So like this here. No, copy this code here, and we did like this here. So okay. Okay, I think what. All right. There's something here. I think it's all right. I said this. You cannot mix the token input with line input. The next int with next line. So if you have, there is a sequence here. If you use next int after next line, that is fine. There's no problem. But if you use next line after next int, so this is going to be causing a problem. What you can do is you can just directly using this now input dot next int, and here this is fine. If you don't use it, just read the entire line. That's fine. So you can, let's do this. If you you don't feel comfortable, so we can rewrite the code as so you just read the entire line. So here we already have a line here, and so let's read another line here. It's input dot next line. So this line here, we have this is two numbers here, and you have to do a split. So here is just the two numbers here. So split, and here let's say we have tokens, and we have this tokens, and this time it's this line dot split. So this one here you can just split by a space. So I think this method here, if you just split, and this is by default, it's split by the white space. So this is one here, and this int v1 is integer dot int, and tokens brackets 0. Okay, and the next one, and v2 is here. All right, this one is 1. The best practice is to trim it. So to trim it. Okay. All right. So this is the code. And here you write this is 4 lines here, and that's equivalent to, and you can just simply using this easy, and using this v1 dot input dot next int, and here int v2 dot v2 is input dot next int. So next int, yes, you can have next int after next line, but not the other way. All right, so here we're gonna have this. So here we're gonna print all this information, the graph information, and so you can say I'm gonna have this graph dot, I think it's print all the weighted edges, print weighted edges. Okay, so now, and here, now let's find the shortest path. The shortest path is graph dot shortest get shortest path, and starting from v1, so starting vertex. So you get a tree. So this is going to be the tree. All right, we can write multiple steps here. Let's put a tree here. It's a weighted graph, integer dot shortest path tree. Okay, so then you have this tree is here. So this is tree, and then you're going to say here is tree dot. We're gonna print the path. There's a print the path in the tree. It's starting from V2, so and to V1. So that path is the one here. So look here is 0, 1, and so you're going to print this. This is actually print passes from 0 to 1. The path is going from the root 0 to this vertex V2. I'm going to just save this now. Let's copy everything I have here. Just before I run this program, I'm going to save it first. So I'm not going to lose it if something happens. All right, so now I'm going to compile and run. All right. So there's some warning here. Okay. So yeah. Things here I have here is okay, so this is a warning. We can ignore warning. And this is a warning, ignore warning. And so it looks like this is a warning, but there's something here is in the split incompatible types. Oh, okay. All right, so here the brackets missing. This tokens, it's array. So here, that's here. Let's go down and see the error here is right here, it's this. So when we have this tokens, this right here, it should be the brackets here. Okay. All right, so let's try it again. Okay. All right, so now we got everything here. So this is the path. So everything's right. Okay. All right. With this, let's try a couple of different things here. I just want to show you the way you write the coding. You can, if you don't do this, that's fine. This one here, I'm just going to comment this here, and just go directly here. And save you some time here to write the code. You can just put this right here. You can write this code. This one, just graph dot get a shortest path from V1, and then you just print this path here using this. So if you run the code, and so this should be fine. It's going to work the same way here. Okay. All right, so I think it's here. Okay, all right. So this is just to give you as a reference, and when you work on your assigned programming project 1. So it's very similar. You're going to use just the minimum spanning tree, and here is shortest path. Okay. Any questions? Okay. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right. So let's meet Friday. We're going to finish this chapter. I'm going to give you one more example using the 9 the coin problem. So just see how we're going to solve a problem that doesn't seem to relate to any graph problem, and we reduce it to a graph problem and to solve. and using graph algorithm. All right. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Goodbye.
Have a good one.